Look at this. Greens everywhere. And in big print too.
Yeah.
I love it. Is this an extra one here?
Yeah, it's actually a touchscreen.
Yeah.
Oh, better be careful.
We used the environment committee budget for 2026.
Yeah.
They're not gonna use it.
That's right.
Yeah,
How did the rash say that?
Signs.
no more sense.
Isn't it an environmentally sustainable
Yeah.
device?
Cycle material.
Or recycled plastic. Oh,
Yeah, this week was our first week with the new bins. Hopefully they took my recycling out.
Right.
Hopefully they did. I made sure the wheels were facing the house.
Stacy.
Wheels are facing the house, make sure it
Okay.
was on the curb. It wasn't. So
oh, good for you. Jeez.
all the rules.
Well, I'm going to fill mine about 3 times a year by the looks of it. I'm not going to be going hauling it out for, my little box every time.
Feels good to be able
We're
to.
doing a neighborhood thing. It's
Are you?
one's up at the top of the road and we just dump in ours in,
Oh, that's good.
Commute all
He
the
doesn't want to bring it down to the house and the driveways are long, right? So
Sure. I drove by your place one time. I thought, I can just picture you hauling that thing all the way up the
I mean, I
driveway.
won't mind it in summer maybe, but
Yeah.
a little aerobic workout, but
They're huge. Mine is frozen into the ground now. I can't get it out.
and they won't take anything else, so.
I know.
Yeah, I think, well, we'll get that into that some other time.
Yeah. for
That
sure.
story about the elderly woman who, can't take it out to the road, but they gotta make some exceptions. Anyway, okay, so which screen shall I look at? Oh, that one. Okay, I'm calling the meeting to order at 5:04.
Ouch, Rupert.
Now we need a motion to excuse Tyler and Hari. Anybody want to make that motion? And seconded by Reese, all in favor? Okay, we're excused. Any additions to the agenda?
We have work plan on here. That's something we should plan.
We should probably skip to the work plan first if you have to be gone by 6. Or leave at 6.
Yeah, sure. I mean, in the past, the work plan has essentially been the same one that we have, unless we have an addition. Well, it's a good idea, but I think we haven't in the past come up with any other action plans.
Okay.
But that's a good plan. Okay. So so no additions to the agenda. So we will go through the work plan as it exists, and then we will see whether or not anybody wants to make another goal to add to that. Okay, so we'll just go, sorry, we have to approve the agenda or confirm the agenda. So motion
You're
by,
gonna amend it, so we're gonna put the work plan first.
oh, okay, all right, so okay, we'll amend it so the work plan comes first. So who wants to adopt the and whatever.
The agenda as
Agenda
amended.
as it has, whatever. Okay, and seconded by Desta. Good. All in favor. You moved your hand.
My head.
I know. It's all right. I caught it.
It's a good thing it's not an auction.
I was.
Yeah, that's great. You just volunteered to pay for the new flat screen here. Okay, adoption of the minutes. Everybody have a chance to check over the minutes? Any changes or additions? No? Okay, so who's gonna do that at this time? And you just do quick. And
I know.
Gotta get in there.
get in there. Okay. And all in favor. That was Alana who seconded that. You can see. All right. Business right action items. All right, so we're going to skip now to the work plan. So go down to the goals that we usually have. Okay, is that the first one? Oh, I know. I've been doing it all these years. Okay, curbside swap. Are we going to keep that as one of our goals?
I think so.
Okay, so that will be included in the work plan. anything that we want to change on the task or anything else? Frequency? I guess the frequency is whenever.
Whenever.
But we might as well leave it like that. It's people choose to do it whenever they have stuff. Okay. Exploring composting options. I think we should keep it in, although it's been kind of static. It hasn't really gone anywhere in the last little while. I don't know if anybody.
Well, maybe Tyler can do more facilitating of,
Right. So that's right. Okay, so we'll leave that in as well. Communication and education. I would say that's standard. We should keep that one
It's
in.
probably safe for a task though, like getting those 5 signs created. Make that into one of our work plans or the adopt a block campaign.
Okay, for communication and education.
Yeah.
All right. So did you get that? We're going to put the task. If we go down to the tasks for communication and education, we're going to be specific and say that one of the tasks is to pay for what are we saying?
Remote.
Promote the
Adopt a block.
adopt a block, and we're going to we've already got the signs for the
Hazardous waste.
hazardous waste, right? So promote the adoption adopt a block program by purchasing 5 signs. Is that clear enough?
But I thought this was
I was gonna do.
going through Public Works.
When you could still, that would, once that gets rolling, then, then we can get the signage as they like them installed, or, however
So
it ends up being designed.
you're saying that the municipality is overseeing it, but we could
Yeah, that could be
promote it
like
with the signs.
donation to,
Okay, all right. Is everybody okay with that?
So we use our budget for 2026 to pay for the signs?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it might not hurt to, like, I don't, it would just be like your sign that, imagine it'd be like adopt the block.
We have,
With the name of the people. Is that the idea, or?
what do you mean by,
Well, sorry, a lot of times you'll see like on the side of the highway.
Oh, by so and so.
By.
right.
Lions Club.
Looking at, or,
I think that would be kind of confusing and a lot of money since it's a lot of blocks.
okay, but if you only buy 5, I'm just saying.
Well, the 5 are like the big ones, right? They're for the ones that replace the "We love our community" signs. Like that sign beside the MRI when you're at the travel info center.
Necessarily adopt the block.
Well, it would,
That would be the next, there's 5 signs around town that say "We love our community." Okay, the idea is to take those down, use the existing structure, and just put adopt a block. And so it's more like promoting adopt a block, making people aware around town. If the next phase may be actually adopting a block, and people could put up, maybe. But right now, I think it's just the big signs, making people aware that that is something we're getting off the ground.
is it,
Yeah.
I'm wondering if we even make it more specific and we could put contact, give a contact address that they could contact, like
I was okay, so Kenora does adopt a block, but they don't necessarily have people adopting a block. It's more like just a catchy title to grab people's attention, but people just kind of go out and litter. But it's more like just to get people thinking about, I'm gonna just take care of my street in front of my house, or I'm gonna just, but it's not formal where you sign up and you're gonna technically take on that. Now, we could do that,
I
but
wasn't,
Flora doesn't do that.
I was just thinking, it's basically for
Complicated.
more information
Yeah,
that we could put a contact, like
Public Works number
a
would,
public works number or the Environment Committee website or whatever.
If someone does want to do this, is there then a location they can go sign out the garbage pickers?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm that's what I'm saying. We should have that on the sign as well, just so that,
Well,
yeah.
they could, like, we could add stuff to the sign. I think there's room on it, right?
Yeah.
But right now, it just says adopt a block.
Yeah,
I won't, it's okay. And then it's just see Sioux Lookout, a web, like our website.
the municipal
The
website.
Municipal.
Yeah,
web-
that's, okay, that's what I'm thinking of.
Have more in it when we have, you know, a section where
Yeah.
you can click. Hopefully, we develop a section that people can click.
Mhm,
Right? Public Works was gonna take this on. So they're not,
mhm.
they're not in a position right now with staffing
Yeah.
to take on this next step. So,
It is on the 5-year strategic plan for the Adopt a Block
yeah,
campaign. So
yes, I saw
technically
that.
speaking, the town has to act on it.
Okay,
It's in our
Okay.
like strategic directions.
Well, I wonder, because Public Works is short-staffed, maybe Parks and Rec takes it on because they pick up.
Yeah, garbage.
Garbage.
Yeah.
And they have, you could, like, you know, they're open from 6 in the morning till 9 o'clock at night. So if you want to sign out a picker, that'd be the place to go sign out a picker.
Yeah, I'm just,
Different talks, sorry to interrupt.
Well,
Different
the
talks.
direction is the
Yeah.
AMC.
Yeah, so
And in part because they're the ones who are gonna be handling the garbage.
yeah,
And they deal with it kind of right now with, they do hand out garbage bags and things like that.
I'm just saying a phone number at the bottom so that if you're interested in more than just the idea that you like, just to say you want to get something, here's how you get on board. This is the number you call. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, and until we kind of know that number, is it gonna be Parks and Rec? Is it Public Works? I don't know. So I don't want to put a number down till we have a little more back office
Right,
set up.
but we can wait for that without having the signs made.
Yeah, so get that rolling. I'd
Yeah.
back to
So I-
looking for a public works manager and then.
Okay. Okay, promote adopt the block
I don't get
by purchasing 5 signs.
yeah, I think it's good. Maybe like promote Adopt a Block by purchasing 5 signs. And then can we put like a bracket upon review by CAO office or upon?
Well, this is just a general, this is a task. I'm not sure we have to be that specific, but
Okay.
you can if you want, but the idea is we have to find out, as Jody's saying, what number we put.
What's going on with the town first?
Okay.
So
Yes, cell phone.
Oh, Jody's cell phone? No.
we're being recorded. The lightning may come down and strike me. What if we put also in that task about educating about hazardous waste?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
And that could be a variety of ways, like through the signs or whatever, but making people aware that you just don't chuck it in the
Educate
garbage.
community regarding hazardous waste. And disposal, right,
yeah, that's good. Hazardous waste disposal.
disposal. Anybody else want to add another task in there or refine any of those?
Hmm.
Looking good? Okay. All right, community garden, I think that one is pretty well done as far as additions or anything like that. I mean, we could put tasks, maintain the beds, but I think that goes without saying. I don't think we have to necessarily put that in there. So projects reviews. And that's pretty well speak for itself. Anybody want to make any additions or changes to that one? Think we should keep it in?
I do.
Mhm.
For sure. Okay. Environmental recognition.
There have to be a lot of people out there. We just don't know who they are.
Yeah, and it's good to keep it up there because every once in a while we get something, right?
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
okay. Has anybody ever had any feedback about the environmental recognition? Like,
I mean,
Wow, I didn't know that she or he was doing that or anything.
well, I mean, when it goes on Facebook and stuff like that, I mean, people are always very complimentary to
Mhm.
the person who, the recipient, right?
Right.
But I haven't gotten anybody saying, hey, do you know this person? Or we've already done that person. Maybe we should just start recycling the people.
Recycling. Yeah, because people suggest someone that's already been done 2
Yeah.
years ago or whatever.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I don't necessarily look at it, but so there's a
People
lot of
comment,
compliments
yeah,
about it.
it's
That's great.
very good
That's great.
comments.
Well, that means people are noticing. Great. Climate action plan. So this is the one that we were going to look at the what's the plan that we were looking at? Strategic plan, right? And determine whether or not it covered what would be in a climate action plan. And I think one of our tasks was to look through that and determine if there was anything that was missing from what appeared in the strategic plan. I think I might have even said something online. I felt
That it felt it did.
yeah, I thought it did. It covered pretty well everything that we were I was looking at anyway. I don't know what everybody else felt. Thoughts? Joyce, this is something you've talked about a lot. What are your thoughts?
To be honest, I'm having a real problem hearing what you guys are talking about. I'm sorry.
A review. All right, a
I'm gonna have to
review.
get a pair of earphones, I think, so I can hear better on these things.
Oh, okay. Okay, so we're going through the our work plan and we're at climate action plan. And I was just saying that after the last meeting, we were going to look at the municipal strategic plan and determine if everything that was noted in there regarding climate would be sufficient to consider it to be a climate action plan. And it was just what I was asking you what your thoughts are.
Oh, um, yeah, I think we could cite some of those issues in the strat plan and highlight them in our action plan. Which ones? I don't know. Have to review them at the moment.
Well, how can we do that? I mean,
I mean, to me, you don't want to slip through the cracks, like although it's in the strategic plan, is it actually going to be strategically looked
well, I
at?
thought about that too, and I was thinking that when I said I'm not sure where we're going with this, I was wondering if um, the update could be that uh, that we would we would identify all those items that referred to climate in our updates, so that if Komal, you could look at that strategic plan and pull up all of the items that refer to climate in some way or another and include that in the updates for the next meeting. And then we can decide if we want to um, what we want to do with that as far as
We may not need to analyze because I know on the strategic plan, when there was an action item, there's a department responsible,
Mm.
and they're given a timeline, like at the end of 2027,
Yeah.
this department will have assessed, the fleet management and gas consumption and all that stuff. So I don't know if we're doing what other departments are already going to be doing, and they'll probably be, announcing their progress on their climate change actions.
yeah, I think I
If we need to Connie.
Would it be more to just like analyze?
We can
the
just make ourselves
Finding?
familiar with
Yeah.
what those departments said they were gonna do. And, and these are the items that they're addressing for climate action. And then, in 6 months' time or 12 months' time, we look to see if they completed, those action items
So-
with regard to their department. Yeah.
Right, so where I think we could go is have all of those items identified in the updates.
Okay.
And then we could make a request, as you said, to find out who isn't, who is taking on this task, and this task.
Right.
And that way we would know, okay, Works Department is doing this, Rec Center is doing that, Joey's doing something else,
Mhm.
and we'd have that identified, and then we could go back and say, okay,
How have you done?
how have you done? So how does that sound?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I just like to ask Jody a question about when you have a strategic plan and it's approved. And I'm assuming all the managers, they're the ones that are doing all the behind the scenes thing. Is a report made every month to council about what's happening with the strategic plan?
So, yeah, so we have this new Invisio software, it's called, and there's a portal on the website, I believe, where you can go check to see the progress on different projects, different initiatives.
Yeah, it's under the economic development webpage, like under that subheader on the webpage there. But yeah, you can go on and it tells you what's been completed, which ones are on track, which ones are off track, and it goes through everything. It's actually like pretty well done.
So then is what we just talked about redundant then, or what?
Well, I think it might be good to check it out. I mean, ultimately, managers have to regularly update it on a monthly basis typically.
Right,
I haven't actually inputted my 2026 stuff into it yet.
yeah,
But I know for myself, I'm looking at bringing back declaring the climate change emergency.
right,
To declare the climate, what is it called? Declare a climate emergency again,
right.
because that goes hand in hand with this climate action plan. It opens up opportunities for funding. And one of my tasks is to look at kind of the impacts of climate change on our infrastructure, things like that.
Yeah.
And that kind of plays with that action, with the action plan. And with this being in our strategic plan, council should be more in a position to support where they weren't last time.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
So,
Well, I'm just wondering though, because if there is a report to council or this website thing, I mean, if the counselors or counselor, when we meet, could maybe make a little, well, at the municipal meeting, this happened,
Mhm.
report to us,
Yeah.
okay. Okay, so if we kind
I
of
don't,
go through what we just talked about, what Alana was suggesting is, and then I kind of put a little tweak on that, is if we first of all, identify all those items in the strategic plan that refer to climate
Mhm.
and make a request to the administration to identify who is responsible for enacting these. And then we have at least we know who's in charge of this and this, like Jody was giving an example of what you're going to be doing. And so then once we have that information, then we could periodically, as part of our meeting, just
it's go on that
request-
website.
go on the website.
Yeah,
Is that a fair way of doing it?
yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Because I mean, I hear what you're saying, and I kind of thought that too, is that if it just gets buried in the strategic plan and nothing ever happens with it, or we don't find out about it.
Well, it's like years ago, there was a pillar that had the environment and then the
Right.
pillar
There.
disappeared, because it was no longer a bearing wall.
Good plan, it's a little more tangible, a little more focused on what the task is, where in the past, I think it's been more.
Yeah,
up in the air,
yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So it's hard to really focus on something when it doesn't
Yeah.
really speak to anything specific, where this one,
Yeah,
it feels a little more concrete.
Especially when there's funding involved. Like if
Mm-hmm.
you take certain climate change actions to, like you were talking about assessing this building for, all the heat loss and, efficiencies, right? So if there's funding, now you might be more interested in doing some of these.
You're through with this.
Because there's money on the table and yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Right? So,
yeah.
Something we've started doing at a staff level as well, Kamel finds out all the energy efficiency grants throughout the province that are available to homeowners and businesses.
mhm.
Oh,
We're
wow.
posting them on our social.
I saw
media
that on the website. Yeah.
And we're actually looking at getting a training facilitator up here to do for energy audit. Because one of the issues is you need an energy audit for a lot of these things.
Yes.
And the
Right.
closest person is Thunder Bay.
Yeah.
I remember going on a website and, they say, you need an energy audit, so you put in your information. Well, we don't have anybody, so therefore you're.
Well, good luck. Yeah.
Yeah, trying to work with like Slam or someone to see if there's an opportunity to bring someone up here to train myself and Andrew.
Oh,
And then other people that maybe can go out north and do things like that, so.
So that's for individual homeowners. as
Yeah, that
well.
would be homeowner and potentially in commercial, some
Commercial,
commercial
yeah.
as well.
I got lucky with that one. They still were traveling from Thunder Bay, so years ago they did an audit. Yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, I put a bunch of triple pane windows in with a reduced price just because they were still funding it at that time.
yeah.
Anyway, okay, so Joyce, how does that sound to you? Or did you hear
Sounds
it?
Mhm. Yeah. No, that
Do we
sounds,
need
sounds
to
good.
change this then at all? Like, when does this work plan go to council?
Usually February, but I'm sure it's not a big deal if we wait till March.
So with the tasks, what I was saying about um uh identifying all those items in the strategic plan that relate to climate
Yes.
and the municipal person in charge of that particular item.
So I will remove that thing and.
Yeah.
So the task will be just try to
Delete the thing.
what no
Yeah. No?
Well, I think it's, I don't know.
no, we leave that, but add the other one.
Leave it? Okay.
So
Also,
yeah. Okay. Identify all those items relating.
I will write down my paper and then I'll change it.
I
Okay.
think instead of the person, it would be the department.
Okay, the department. Okay. Okay, yeah, that's right. Okay, so identify all those items in the strategic plan that relate to climate.
Say a little slow.
Identify all those items in the strategic plan. And the department in charge.
To climate change.
Oh, did I? Oh, I didn't
that
say that.
pertain to climate.
Yeah, I was okay. I missed that. That pertain to climate, and the department responsible for what's the word? It's the word verb. I'm looking for.
Implementation.
Implement, and the department is responsible for completing those tasks.
And maybe you could even put the name of that website so that it just sort of is a reminder to us where to go.
You could put in brackets C and then the website.
Visio.
Yeah, but
Visio?
Yeah. ENVISIO.
Okay, that's what I had.
So it is identify all those items in strategic plan pertaining to climate change.
Just climate, related to climate.
Department responsible for completing those tasks.
Yeah. Does that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Change that.
Okay. So that, right, locally sourced food, I don't think there's anything we want to tweak in that, or is there?
no, I mean, it doesn't hurt to keep it, but it's
Yeah,
becoming a very difficult thing.
yeah, I mean, we've kind of addressed most of the things in that goal. Yeah, we're not building any greenhouses or taking advantage of climate change. Okay, waste reduction, Can we put in, we're gonna leave that the same task. Let's look at the task.
So that's sort of a double whammy with the hazardous waste, eh? But
Yeah,
that's okay.
yeah. So it does mention educating people about hazardous waste. So I was gonna put that in the updates, but unless I mean, Hari has worked on that brochure, but that's a completion of the task, right? It's not necessarily an update. Or do we put that in an update anyway?
I'm wondering whether or not we shouldn't test, maybe that should be the education, but
Well, it's
with looking at the new recycling program, there is so much more that can go in that bin. Like, it's almost like crazy. I'm like, oh, this probably should be garbage, but they say that you're taking
I've got a little stuff.
toilet paper wrap. So,
Yeah.
I'm concerned about the like the sharps and the needles, like you can barely walk around town without fear of coming into contact with items that are littered around town. Like if I had little children, I don't think I would be letting them go anywhere.
Yeah.
Be like, stay in the yard. Yeah.
We do have the littering goal coming up, if you want to
Yeah.
speak to it then, I think. As far as the education, is this
this is it.
waste reduction diversion? Okay.
Implementing.
This is the littering one too?
Well, isn't it, it says encourage, like the existing littering bylaw.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sorry, I didn't read it all through.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. This is where we can speak to that.
Yeah.
I mean, one of the things that I think I don't know if we've talked about, but I've thought about is that when we do have the adopter block working, then all those people who are going to be doing that are going to be trained in the safe disposal of the sharps. So hopefully we'll have a few more people out there besides municipal employees who are going to be disposing of those in a safe way.
Yeah. Also too, sorry, about the needles, you
Yeah.
got me thinking, in the 2026 draft budget,
Mhm.
one of the capital projects is to rubber matting installation at the playground at the travel info center. So that's to get rid of all the sand and put that pad, just so that there's no glass or needles or anything.
Yes.
So parents feel safer bringing their children.
Good.
Nothing hidden in the sand. That's what happened in Kenora, was that a doctor brought their child to a playground and she stepped on a needle and had to take her to the hospital and do all that. Yeah.
Wow, the romance of lying on a sandy beach have disappeared. You're gonna be laughing.
Yeah, municipal staff, they use a metal detector on Town Beach
Yeah, then they rake it regularly.
Too. Yeah.
for the sharps.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Anyway, okay.
does that
I'm just gonna say
answer
one, yeah, just gonna have one comment. In the next fiscal year, the municipality is planning to hire a couple of outreach workers on the street, to kind of, gain some relationship with the people that are there, and they may be able to be of assistance in this needle disposal issue.
Yeah.
Is that the community navigator job? or is
Yeah,
that-
yeah, this
Yeah,
community navigator
yeah.
and the community safety and well-being coordinator too.
Yeah.
And I did find out too that once the health unit put up the needle disposal of the town beach, the one behind the health unit, I've noticed that things have kind of gone down. Coming before working at the LCBO, usually every Saturday I go out and I was picking up like at least 4 or 5 every Saturday. Now I realize there's not as much, if not any some days. So I've noticed that
The snowbanks.
Yeah.
for now.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm interested about that community navigator.
I hope they continue to increase the availability of those disposal sites.
Yeah.
Because I don't need to tell anyone in here, but it is surprising how often you come across needles.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Just like,
Walking on a sidewalk. you know?
Yes.
You have to be very mindful.
To watch out for them. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Maybe this is the time to talk a little bit about plastics. Does anybody ever listen to What on Earth? It's a CBC program. It's great. It's a really great wealth of information
Yeah,
about the
yeah, I
environment.
heard it. I heard the recent one. Yeah.
You heard the recent one? Well, this is what I'm going to talk about. I think it's the one, recent one, but so I remember when we first tried to get the town to eliminate um, single-use plastics. And there was some controversy about where they came from and how do you. But when I was listening to What on Earth, apparently uh, a byproduct of fracking is the same material or same gas that they use to make plastics.
I lost you. Can't hear anything.
The
Okay.
the material that's used, the fossil fuel that's used, is a byproduct of fracking. So fracking is where they're getting the natural gas. But as a result of fracking, there's another product that they find that they can use to make plastics. So therefore, the fossil fuel people want to promote the use of plastics as much as they possibly can because it improves their profits.
Yeah.
They even there's a sometimes they actually burn plastics as a fuel.
Yeah.
Because it's carbon based, and so when you ask about these wrappers, then all that, I'm wondering if that's what they do, is they send them somewhere and burn them to make. Anyway, that's another thing. They were talking about something that we probably know about is that the plastics get downcycled to make plastic lumber and plastic, post. I remember buying one of those years ago. So the upshot, basically what the person was talking about is we can't just talk about recycling plastics. We have to reduce our plastic use. We have to stop having everything, packaged in plastic. And like, for example, like you were saying, so now they're saying that the styrofoam meat trays and everything can be recycled. But what's happening with those styrofoam meat trays? What do we, you know? And and uh, and and as we all know, plastics are forever.
Yeah.
They break down, but they're forever. So anyway, that was my little spiel. I think that one of the things we can look at as far as reducing the amount of plastics is we could we go back to our previous policy, I guess it was, with the municipality that it not provide us bottled water at any of its municipal sponsored events. Because at least what we're doing is reducing. I mean, people, if they want to bring their own water bottles in plastic, that's fine, but the municipality is not going to be having. And we had that once, remember, Anne? I'm just wondering if we should revisit that.
Well, I must say that in the years that have gone by, even coming to council meetings, there's no more plastic water bottles. Like everybody's got their own water bottle or they've got a mug or something. Nobody has a plastic water bottle anymore. So that I think that's part of the cultural change.
Right.
So, but I know that at the rec center, for example, I know we were trying, and at the airport, we were trying to say, well, you're not going to sell that either, but it's not.
It's a contract they have with
contract.
Pepsi or whoever it is that provides it, that they have to include bottled water.
Yeah.
Um,
But I do like the fact that our airport and our municipal buildings have the
Yeah.
refillable things, so.
I don't,
Info Center has one now too, eh?
Yeah.
well,
The wall,
oh, it's,
outside wall.
I don't know at the airport, once you go through security though, there's a place to fill your water bottle. There's a,
Security, yeah, there is right by the washrooms there. The
okay,
washrooms, it's like right by the TV.
okay,
Yeah.
there is a
Yeah.
stand there, okay, that's good.
Because you
Is it-
can take it through security, so I had to dump it out and then
Yeah.
the guy was like, don't
And
want
then
one right there.
refill it.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. But I guess my thought about that was, can we just all of us do a survey of where those refillable stations exist and where we could request an additional refillable, like
Outside on the the new public bathroom.
Yeah, there's one there too.
There is, right?
Yeah, there is,
Yeah,
yeah.
right.
there's one there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
refill station right there.
it must be shut down for winter.
For winter time. Yeah.
But so I guess, so it sounds like that's great.
Is there one up by the ball diamonds or anything like that?
No, I know, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I know we had some dollars to do some rentals last year and I was part of it, but it was just the price we got was way too much. So they're doing some kind of feasibility thing down there for this year. I think that would form part of it.
Okay.
That would that would be included.
Yeah, you could include some kind of.
Okay, so that's good news then. It's pretty well most of the public places that people would go to.
Years ago, Northwest Healthy had donated.
Yeah.
Seven
Oh,
water fountains, so they've been placed around town.
Joanne, you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you're supposed to get, yay, I was part of that.
Yes.
No, that was after my time.
Oh, it was. Oh, dear.
Yeah,
But it
that was
is,
after
it
my
is
time.
true, like Toronto Airport doesn't have refillable, like it's crazy, but Winnipeg does and Lookout does. It's wonderful.
wow.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was my little, let's see, what was I gonna do? So, okay, regarding reducing waste, I had some thoughts about this new program that, we're all part of now, where we can recycle just about anything. And the producers of those materials are responsible for it. And my thought was, okay, since the government is paying for recycling or any kind of garbage pickup in government organizations like schools, like hospitals, are they going to be included now in this where they can have their recyclable material picked up by this new program, because the government is paying to have those things removed through the garbage pickup?
Yeah, and I mean, if you go online, they say everybody in Ontario is able to recycle. Well, it's not true for apartment buildings and it's not true for, so I mean, maybe why not?
I'm just wondering whether, I suppose it'd have to go to the Ministry of the Environment or whoever's in charge of this new recycling program to question whether or not that will now include those places. Because to me, like, if you want to recycle as much as you can, and you want to reduce costs because you're offloading that cost of recycling to the manufacturers, then schools and hospitals should be included in that, because the government's
Buildings.
well, schools and hospitals are funded by the government, so you're saving some money by offloading that cost to the
Producers.
producers.
Yeah.
So I just think that's a reasonable question to ask. I suppose since I brought it up, I have to take that on as a task.
Next call.
My next call. Okay, maybe I'll see what's his name, our provincial rep there. has to say about that. Second thing, reducing waste is, I think I mentioned to you before that when I was at the Tim Hortons at Deacon's Corners there, they have a device where if I bring my reusable travel mug, they have a mug that they sterilize each time instead of taking one of their cups,
Oh,
filling it, putting it in your cup, and then throw it in the garbage.
Mm,
Like that drives me crazy. I was in Dryden and I watched this guy and I said, "What are you gonna do with that cup? You gonna throw it in the garbage?" Yeah. He says, "That's policy or whatever." But I'm just wondering if why would this one Tim Hortons have that device and others not? Is it the province of Manitoba has different regulations? Is it?
it's just that store in the, you know what I mean? How no,
There's
like,
another phone call for you.
yeah, like
I
it's.
know. I know.
Tim Hortons,
Yeah, the moral compass.
yeah, that's,
or is it like, is that Tim Hortons? Is that independent? That's just,
Well, they're all under a franchise, down in the franchise, but they each have individual owners, right?
they're just that individual owner, right?
Yeah, well, that's another phone call I guess I'll have to make. Gosh. Um,
so what is our local, like the hub, what do they do? I don't drink coffee, so I'm the wrong person to know this thing. Do they do that? If you bring your travel cup in, what do they do?
I haven't ever bought coffee there. I buy all their beans all the time, but I never bought
I know that you save 25 cents if you bring your own cup.
But do they do the same thing? They use their cup and then they throw it out and pour it in your travel cup after?
I never brought my own travel and I never seen someone bring their own.
Okay, 2 phone calls.
Yeah.
Actually, when I get my beans next time, I'll ask.
Who was that?
Okay,
Some of them might just say, okay, we're just gonna fill it up and charge you for a medium or something. You know, they're not gonna go to that expense of wasting a cup.
yeah. Well, my next thought was, regarding regarding this whole new recyclable thing is, does Tim Hortons recycle all of those cups now that they're recyclable?
Because I'm thinking like at Starbucks, what I used to
I
do,
doubt it.
I used to just take someone's cup, put it under like the pipe ropes and
Steam it.
then like I
Lost it.
didn't care. Okay, I was charging for a tall, even though it was definitely like a grande. Because I'm like,
Well, that's
all the
all.
customers we go through, Starbucks is not gonna cry that like
Yeah.
I'm gonna save 40 cents, right? A bit like I always make sure that their cup and the coffee thing didn't touch. I was,
Yeah.
kind of go under it and just
Yeah.
here's a tall because
As if their hot coffee's going to be, creating all these germs that are going to flow into your cup. But we're kind of paranoid about that.
this was like, yeah, this is a pre-COVID time.
Okay. All right.
No, I was like, there's a million things.
Yeah, this is a tangible difference we can make in our town if we can talk to the hub, I'm sure, right?
Yeah.
And say, is there a system you can put in place to reduce the number of cups if those that come in with their travel mugs?
That's right. That's right.
I don't know what Tim Hortons would say, but I'm pretty sure the hub, I'd feel more confident to talk to the hub than a franchise. Yeah.
Well, I'll have to phone the Deacon's Corner in Morton's and find out if they still have that and if they use it, because I was impressed. The guy, he takes, Okay.
I'll check with this Tim Hortons as well.
Okay, thanks. Yeah,
Yeah.
you got an in there with the manager or whatever.
Nasli, yeah. Mhm.
Okay, all right. Well, I'll save the other one for the budget. I have something else regarding that. Okay.
That's all.
Is that it for the work plan then?
That's it for the work plan. Can we, it's 10 to, I probably have to leave about 5 after 6, so I'm not sure. Let's go back to the agenda.
We have to make a motion to have that work plan now go to council? Or are we just,
I think so, yeah.
Okay, all right. Who wants to make that motion?
Okay.
or let
Okay.
Reese,
Reese made the motion and seconded. All in favor? Yeah, all right. Okay, so that one item has been covered, right?
yeah,
So it's completed now?
yeah.
First-
Yes. The second one is to be put forward till the spring. That can be put forward to the next meeting when Hari has a chance to show us his revised poster. Is that oh, write an article? Okay, anyway, Hari's gotta speak to that. Um,
Done that.
what, educate public?
Oh, hazardous waste. Well, I think that's still ongoing, right?
Yeah, that's ongoing, yeah.
But this circular economy thing, that hasn't happened yet.
Right.
But I did find some pretty cool videos about this sort of thing, like talking about everything from those plastic wrappers that your cheese is in and all that kind of stuff can go into the
Yeah,
recycling.
anything that's,
But anything that covers a product, right?
yeah, yeah,
And they said when they were chatting, they were saying they figured 10% might get recycled this year, but their plan, I think the plan is that to raise awareness with how much comes as plastic stuff comes back to the manufacturer, back to the group, right? And all I can think of is very nasty is thinking, well, it's not going into my landfill in my backyard.
well, that's what I'm thinking.
Where-
They're gonna have an annual pickup of my garbage.
So, yeah.
Between composting and recycling, there's not much left.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, were you gonna take that on, or how are we gonna do that, scheduling the meeting, or should I contact them with? I'm curious what to think of what they do with that wrap.
Yeah, well, we're talking about the circular economy team in Dryden, right?
Yeah,
So, well, I mean, let me make a
they can.
stab at it.
Okay, all right.
Now this next one, I sort of had a piece in that too with talking to the principal about this giveaway, the
Oh,
giveaway
yeah,
table.
right.
And so I did talk to Holly and she said that was just literally in the staff room. It wasn't a whole school
Right. I think
event.
that was mentioned later in the minutes.
You did mention that
Yeah.
last meeting. Yeah.
That,
Yeah,
You just said. You
Yeah.
mentioned that last.
it's in the minutes somewhere. I remember
Okay.
seeing that.
Yeah,
yeah,
but
so it was,
with that being said, I still think that's an aspiring practice of any organization. I know my organization doesn't do that. So that is one of the items when we meet with Holly, I'm going to ask, is this something that your staff would entertain, challenging other organizations to follow suit, have a free table within your building?
she says she gets rid of it every week. Like it's there for a week and then gets shut.
But,
So to
but
me, that's not really.
yeah, but the point being, it's an aspiring practice. This is better than people just throwing things out in the garbage. So I like the initial, concept of it. So I do think when we meet with them, and I think George and Joyce, you said you're.
Yeah.
I sent her another email tonight too, because I never heard back from her once I told her February 18, we're all a go.
Yeah.
So hopefully she'll respond and say, yes, I have my staff ready. But I do think it is like the concept of it is aspirational and there's something to work from there.
Yeah.
Because who's to say their staff cannot challenge all the other school staff in the board to say, everyone implement this across the board. And that could reduce waste. And then who's to say we can't all take our respective organizations and say, I'm starting it in my organization. And now I'm going to challenge all the other tribal councils to follow suit. Like there is something to this idea that they've started. So I'd rather focus on the good thought that they started with and how can we expand it?
The other thing,
I'd like to see it into the student body. That's what
Yeah.
I'd like to see.
well, when we're there, I would like to find out, you said that every week, if it doesn't go,
She just trashed
but,
it.
but I would suggest to her that she takes it to Sally Ann before.
Yes.
trashing it.
Yes.
And that would be the thing that I would think if other organizations are going to do that, someone has to take responsibility for then sending whatever is looks like it could go to Sally Ann to take it there.
Yeah.
Because then there's one more step before it goes to the waste.
Yeah.
That's what I would suggest.
Well, when is our meeting? Our March, so we'll have a report from you about this
Yeah,
before.
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Or,
So
you know,
we're meeting on the 18th,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Okay, so I guess the next one has been completed, right?
Yeah.
Because we're just gonna have those, Kumal's gonna bring up all those items. Okay. Items for discussion. Okay, okay, we did all that. We got the work. Well, I guess when we were going through the work plan, if any updates, we would have mentioned them, right? I don't think we have to go through this again. Let's go to the budget. I have an idea.
Yeah.
About plastic. Anybody want to guess? So if we were looking at not just recycling, because all those flimsy bags that you get your produce in now, you can put them in recycling, right? But in order to reduce those flimsy plastic bags, these babies are cotton. And I would suggest that we look at purchasing some of those through our budget and do like we did with when the plastic bags were we first tried to eliminate single-use plastic bags. As we handed them out at Fresh Market. We could do them both at Fresh Market and at Giant Tiger. So that when you go to get your produce, you just stick it in here. Now these ones, I've got these two. This looks like it's nylon, which therefore is going to be fossil fuel produced. But my daughter Migwin got these. I could find out where she got them. I would say that we include, once we find out how much they cost and how much we should, purchase, that we purchase these so that people can reduce the plastic that they're getting at the grocery store.
George, they sell them at Giant Tiger.
Pardon?
They sell them at Giant Tiger and the Apple Store.
But are they cotton or are they, like, I've got tons of produce bags, but I don't think they're cotton.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think I have some too, but I can't remember what they are. I never even thought about it.
Yeah. Well, that's great that they sell them there, and that's really
They
great.
sell them at Fresh Market too.
Do they?
Like produce bags.
Yes.
They're
Yeah,
not
they-
necessarily a cotton
Cotton.
product as opposed to fossil fuel product, right?
So do we want to pursue that? I mean, I still think that you're still using fossil fuels when you're producing these guys.
What would be our like upper limit, like $500? You know what I mean? Like what?
We got 2,200, no.
Maybe
If I-
there's somebody locally that can buy them, make them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. We tried that before, Joanne. Remember, it didn't go that far.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but
We
maybe
had the
somebody's-
center, some ladies at the center sewed reusable bags,
Right.
But I
Right,
mean,
yeah.
if there were cotton t-shirts at Sally Ann that could be transformed into a produce bag.
That's a great idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not only are we reducing plastics, but we're reusing.
I mean, there's all kinds of ideas for making a reusable bag from a t-shirt, it's,
Yeah.
you cut out the sleeves and ta-da, and you
Yeah, there you
pull
go.
up the bottom.
Yeah.
But I mean, a produce bag would even be,
You just, I mean, less material and you don't want to
Yeah.
have a big one unless you're buying like 10 pounds of potatoes or something.
but I mean, it's interesting now that when you go to the grocery stores, there's very few people that are not walking in with their reusable bags, right? So
Yeah,
now you can put those inside your reusable bag and bring them to the grocery store.
exactly.
Except for me, I have my whole trunk full of them. I grab a few and I go, darn, the produce ones. So I just stick 2 apples and the asparagus, whatever. I don't.
So Yeah, same here. And Joanne or anybody else, can you speak to how visible these bags are? Or because when I go, they say, "Would you like a bag?" Because that's one of the things they always do now. But are they visible or not?
Talking about the produce
They're
bag,
product bags.
they're right
Not
in the
really.
produce section.
They're in the
Mm.
produce
Well, I have-
section?
Yeah, at Fresh Market they are.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you pay for them.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
No, the little bags are free.
No, the plastic ones, right? Yes.
Yeah.
We're talking about the reusable
The shopping bags?
No, the
These guys.
produce bags, you can buy.
produce bags.
Okay. Oh, yeah, the reusable ones. Yeah.
And down-
I've never seen them.
Oh,
I've never seen them. I've
There have I.
at all those places. I've never
No,
seen
I've
those.
never seen them.
they're just on like an end aisle.
they're
and
kind of
if you're
hidden. They're on
just
like an end
browsing,
aisle.
I found them because I was just browsing around and I thought, oh, what's that? Oh, and
Yeah.
that's how I saw it. Because I wasn't really looking for them, but they were just with all the other stuff that hangs on those little racks.
Okay. All right. Well, let's just I can find out more about or I guess, is there anybody that we know of that was seamstress or I guess somebody who sews that could make them? Does anybody know of
what about
anybody?
the ladies in Lost Lake Hudson group.
Maybe I can ask my mom tonight.
Is she a seamstress? Like she likes to sew?
She might
I
know.
bought my, I bought my
Likes-
sewing machine in 1970.
But yeah, like her and like Kathy Story and a few other ladies will go to the Lost Lake Center on like a Saturday and they'll sew together for a few hours, just for something to do as
Okay, well, how about
yeah.
you can investigate that.
Yeah.
I'll find out how
It-
much the
my-
cotton bags actually cost. And if anybody else knows of anybody who sews that and might want to make, our own bags out of
Hmm.
t-shirts or whatever, we'll come back to the next meeting with that information.
We could even ask Holly if they have a whole classroom with sewing machines at the high school. Maybe they would entertain doing a project and making 30 or something,
Do they have anybody that teaches that anymore?
All I know is they're there and I know every teacher, you get told to teach all sorts of things sometimes that you're not necessarily an expert on. So I'm sure they're being used. Yeah, and maybe we can tie this to like an Earth Day awareness
Yeah.
campaign or
Yeah.
something.
Okay, so we will bring that up as well to Holly's.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Anybody have any other ideas? As we said, we'd continue to talk about the budget each meeting so that we don't, at the end of the year, end up scrambling, Joanne?
Yeah.
I have
I'm
a
just gonna-
question. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Joanne.
No, no, yeah, I was just gonna say one thing about the produce bags. I sometimes don't use anything. I just take the lettuce and if it drips a bit, that's okay.
Yeah, I just put it in the bag. I'm gonna wash it anyway, right? I'm
Yeah.
gonna wash
Yeah.
the zucchini, I'm gonna wash the cucumbers.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I just put it in the
Oh,
bag.
yeah, there's
But I-
lots of
you know,
things.
but I think the
People
produce
take
bag
a
and the
plastic bag and put bananas in it, for heaven's sakes, you know?
Yeah, I know.
I know, yeah, anyway.
It was like when I was living in Peru, they put plastic bag, they were wrapped in plastic, they wrapped in another something plastic, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm just gonna eat it. A little, I'm just gonna, as soon as you give it, I'm gonna eat it.
Yes.
It's wrapped in 3 different types of plastic. I'm like, oh my.
I just see it's 5 after.
Yes.
Just one question about those pickers.
Mhm.
So, are we buying more of those pickers this year?
We probably will, but we're sort of waiting for the Adopt a Block program to get rolling. And then we can find out if we should have more. As Alana pointed out, not everybody signs on to a regular place. Sometimes they just, for a week, they decide they're gonna do it and then they would return the pickers to us, probably. I don't know.
Okay, thank you.
We can,
We don't know.
we're not looking at grants.
We're not, pardon?
We're not looking at any grass right now, so think
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hey. Yeah,
my radar.
No,
It's
no.
The 3 cans outside of the CIBC this afternoon. I'm like, okay, so 3 twisted tea cans went into the garbage. I'm like,
Also, I pick up around this tree over here, Jody,
Yeah.
every day when I go for my walk. I'm always picking up the little Mike Harder's, the little tiny ones.
The little ones, yeah.
Right there in front of that tree. Someone's hanging out behind that tree.
On breakfast.
Oh.
Oh,
I don't know, because I go for a
Right.
and I walk down to the end of the Love Cove and
oh, wow. nice.
I walk back and I always pick up just, it's not a lot, but it's just a can here and
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
So
Also
do
under that tree.
we adjourn? I just want to ask a question after we're not.
I'm good to adjourn if everybody else is.
We have to make a motion or we just adjourned?
I think we
I think we're just
we
adjourned.
didn't, yeah, we didn't.
Okay, I